All right, so let's...
So I vowed to destroy the woke mind virus after that.
What an enemy.
And we're making some progress.
Remember when Elon vowed to destroy the woke mind virus? Maybe yes. So he's making some practical moves to keep his promise of taking over one of the biggest woke media companies in the US. The guy allegedly got his eyes on Disney. Yeah, you heard that right, Disney. The company that gave us Mickey Mouse, Marvel, and all those Star Wars sequels we've been trying to emotionally recover from.
I'm just here with friends, thinking about companies.
Apparently, this whole thing started at an event where Musk casually dropped a line about thinking about companies to acquire. Well, who says that at a public event? Only Elon. And sure, it could have been one of those off-the-cuff moments he's known for. But then he started taking shots at Disney. He didn't just throw shade either. He practically built an umbrella factory with the way he's been criticizing the company. But here's where it gets interesting. He's not just talking. Elon's backed 2 lawsuits against Disney. And you don't do that unless you're trying to shake things up. Plus, he's got connections. Nelson Peltz, a major Disney investor, is apparently buddy-buddy with Musk and was the one who invited him to the event where this whole Musk might buy Disney talk began. Peltz has made it clear that he wants Disney to change, and it looks like Elon's on the same page.
The judge.
But the judge is going to be...
The judge is the public.
And you think that the public is going to say that Disney is making a mistake?
Yes.
And they're going to boycott Disney?
They already are.
Now, let's be real. The idea of one person outright buying a media giant like Disney, that's not how these things usually go. It's typically one media company swallowing another. But Elon, he's not exactly known for doing things the usual way. That said, there's already chatter about Disney potentially selling off assets due to their recent string of failures. Some think others might swoop in, but Musk seems to have other plans. His first major move? He's reportedly in talks to buy MSNBC, and if he pulls that off, it could pave the way for a Disney acquisition through NBC. Think about it. It's a strategic play. Buying Disney directly might be complicated, but coming at it through a media powerhouse like NBC? That's classic Musk. Finding the back door to do something no one else would even attempt. And let's not forget the bigger picture here. Disney's been struggling, like really struggling. Between box office flops, backlash over creative decisions, and the never-ending drama with fans, they're looking for a way to steady the ship. Selling off parts of the company or even the whole thing has been floated around for a while now. If Elon swoops in, he could position himself as the guy saving Disney, or at least that's how he'd spin it.
Before we get into finances, let's unpack the reasons that people speculate that Musk might actually want to purchase the keys to the House of Mouse. And there are 3 main clues: his comments, his tweets, and his law.
And this mindset clearly extends to Disney and Hollywood as well. Musk's legal actions against Disney have some speculating that he might be deliberately hurting the company's brand and driving down its stock price to make a takeover more affordable. And it's not just Musk in the mix. Rumors are suggesting that Apple is also eyeing Disney's floundering brand, with reports suggesting they're considering a purchase of their own. This brings us to Bob Iger, the man steering the Disney ship again. After stepping down as CEO in 2020, Iger was brought back to replace Bob Chapek, who led Disney through 3 turbulent years. But insiders are now whispering that Iger's real mission might not be to save Disney in the long term, but rather to prepare it for a sale. And Apple, they're the name that keeps coming up in these conversations. Iger and Steve Jobs had a close friendship, and there was even talk at one point of a potential Disney-Apple merger. Jobs' passing in 2011 seemed to put an end to those dreams. But now, with Iger back in charge, speculation is heating up again. One insider described Iger's potential sale of Disney as the pinnacle deal for the ultimate deal maker. Whether that's true or just industry gossip, no one knows for sure. Could it happen? Maybe. Would it be shocking?
What do you think then of the... This goes back to the idea of trust, though.
Then it'll be gone. And it'll be gone because of an advertising voice.
But here's where it gets even juicier. Musk isn't just buying into the media for fun, this is about control. He's been on this mission to, as he puts it, save media and combat what he calls the woke mind virus. Love him or hate him, the man's got a vision, or maybe an agenda depending on how you see it. When he bought Twitter, it wasn't just about owning a social media platform. He's been vocal about reshaping narratives and challenging what he perceives as biases in media and entertainment. And Disney? It's a prime target for someone with that mindset. From Snow White to The Mandalorian, Disney's been at the center of cultural conversations, and Musk clearly wants a seat at the table, or maybe even the head of it. Elon Musk has always had a way of framing his actions as part of some grander mission. With Twitter, he called it a fight against the so-called woke mind virus, a term he's clearly fond of. He didn't just stop at buying the platform, he made it a whole cultural moment, talking about how it was contributing to what he described as the corrosion of civilization. Dramatic? Sure, but when isn't he? His critiques of Disney fall into a similar pattern. It's not just about business, it's about philosophy.
Remarking that it is mandatory, institutionalized racism and sexism. Specifically, racism against white staff members and sexism against men. He also shared tweets from Peltz's company which critique Disney's
Now, let's imagine Musk pulls this off. Maybe he doesn't need to buy Disney outright. Maybe a significant stake or a strategic partnership through NBC is all it takes. What would Disney look like under Musk's influence? Judging by his track record with Twitter, subtlety probably isn't on the menu. We're talking big, bold moves that shake things up overnight. One of Musk's likely goals would be to strip Disney's content of any overt political messaging. He'd push for films and shows that aim to entertain without diving into divisive themes. Sounds straightforward, but here's where it gets tricky. There's a massive debate raging over whether art should challenge audiences or stick to neutral storytelling. Musk, it seems, would land firmly in the neutral camp, creating a version of Disney that avoids alienating any group. But would that even work? It surely will, because some people are on board with the idea of non-political entertainment. However, others argue that challenging narratives are what makes stories memorable. Disney's recent struggles at the box office suggest that their current formula isn't landing. Almost every release seems to stumble financially, and Disney Plus isn't helping much either. Subscriber numbers are down, and the service has become a money pit rather than the lifeline Disney hoped it would be.
Offer me money. Offer me power. I don't care.
We've seen what happened with Twitter under Musk's leadership, a whirlwind of changes that divided users. Some praised the platform's new direction, while others couldn't jump ship fast enough. Could he balance his mission to fix media with the need to keep Disney's heart and soul intact? Let us know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe for more interesting updates on Disney and Musk drama. See you in the next video.